Ball coming in. He's just put 2 hands in the air. How is that not given as a... That should be a yellow card for deliberate handball for Leighton Stewart. That is absolutely scandalous.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying it, drop a like on the video, that would be superb. Once again, it's very, very hot in here. It would be cool if you kept 2 strikers for the rest of the save. So the plan is to play the 2-striker system. I actually quite like this shape. It's nice to play something a little bit different in this save, and I have no reason to change it. I think it's just a question of building up personnel over the rest of the save. It is cool that we've still ended up with Curtis Thomas and Jacob Wakeling. CT was always the plan, but I do think, you know, Wakeling, we've got options now in the other striker spot with Neil Cross and, of course, Paul Taylor. So there's definitely options there. Talking of the Liverpool game, ref was either from Blackhaven, was a Blackhaven fan, or was paid off by Blackhaven, or all 3. I suspect it was all 3, the bastards. Most cold-blooded end into a game ever, on the breakaway. FM, I despise you. Yeah, I feel like that was a real annoying... not to say we would have scored it, but Christ, the chance was there. I wonder if Mehmet has good decision-making. His name would suggest otherwise. You should see his brother, Mesut maybe. Coming from behind to salvage an unlikely 3-3 draw against Liverpool. Of all teams, their fans refer to Istanbul. We've just witnessed Whitstambul. Damn straight. Commenting on the sound, sounds like when you go to a lower league game on Sky Sports for an update. It does a bit, doesn't it? That is a brilliant way of describing it. People on the island will be talking about this match for a long time. Honestly, it's the biggest result in the club's history. The only thing, honestly, right now that could supersede that would be if we beat Blackhaven in the derby this season or something like that. Or, like, pipped them the promotion or anything like that. That would be top tier, but this for now is pretty damn good. So, we did quickly have a game off camera in the EFL trophy. The stupid trophy no one cares about. Not going to do full highlights of it. As you can see, James Dale scored in 9 seconds. He got the ball directly from their kickoff and scored, which was great. They then equalised with Danny Stokes, but then James Dale put us back in front again. He is just the ultimate cup player. He can't do it in the league, but in the cup, he's a maestro. And that was a rotated side as well to beat Everton's under-23, so we do have a chance of maybe going through. But today, it's about Doncaster. Tough one here as well, massively tough. They're 6th, we're still 7th. We lost the last game. I think we played quite well, but still, room to improve. And just very quickly, I also signed on loan Dylan Thornley from Blackburn, just to give us a little tiny bit more back up in that right-back spot, because he was available so cheap and he had reasonable attributes. So I was like, okay, we'll bring him in too, but it's mainly going to be Andy Dixon's run. Now, we are missing some players from international duty, which is just terrific, and Stuart Downing is managing Doncaster Rovers. So Thornley is on international duty, so is Idris as well, I think. We might have to do a selection advice here, because, well, we will anyway. So, Taylor and Wakeling, no chance in a billion years. Who's starting up top for us today? I might try Paul Taylor, give him his first start for the club. Parry is not playing there either. We'll bring in Jed Vernon. Parry can play at the back. Of course, yeah. Dixon's he's Northern Irish, I think, and he's actually got a call-up, which means he can't play. So it's going to probably be, I'm going to go with Defty today. Nevitt, Knight, Parry, Defty, Idahan, Richardson, Vernon, Morton, Johnson, Thomas and Taylor. Is our entire team English? Feels like it is. I think there's a few Irish and Scottish lads around too. So the bench, Harding, Ajay, Lee, Wakeling, Harding, Patrick, and Dale. We don't need 2 strikers on the bench, do we? We'll put a Dinneran on the bench as well. So Donny, 4-3-3. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So White is the guy to go after. I swear Gilby played against us before. It might have even been for Doncaster at one point. I can't remember who. It must have been at the MK Dons he played against us. Also have a player called Pollock Ball. Top stuff. We owe them apparently after what happened last time, whenever that was. So since it's 4-3-3, we're going to go straight down the wings from the beginning, because this is just a good strat. When we used to play a lot of 4-3-3s in our first season in League 2, this year, and last year not so much. But I actually think we've got a shot here. Our home record has been pretty solid so far this season. We're getting great attendances at Castle Park, which is really nice. Still no news on the new stadium, though. I mean, they're a good side, but I really do think we've got a chance today. Although we are missing some key players, and Simon Defty's going to have to play a few more matches. I wish we had Idris. He's been so good this season. Johnson, into a bit of space. I'm liking a lot more of Ben Johnson's work this year. Thomas! Oh, still awaits that first goal in League One. Or he might... going to be much rejoicing when CT finally scores one. Morton's ball in, and it's cleared. And Thomas flicks it down for Johnson, and Thomas puts it in the back of the net. Curtis Thomas's first goal in League One. He deserves that more than anybody else. He's been working like a tiger, because tigers are really hard working this season. Morton with the ball in. Ben Johnson just eventually knocks this down to him. He's got a lot of work to do here. And he still managed to squeeze that through. The lovely finish from CT. A weird one to score from a corner there, but he's got it. There's a bit of space, but well played. Richardson does amazingly there. Johnson again, getting into the box. Goes past a couple of tackles. Still got the ball. Goes past some more. Oh, Nevitt now. Good save again. This is a team that we normally play on the counter-attack, and today we've been possessionally fantastic, and Paul Taylor's dispossessed. He's got to find Curtis Thomas here. He does. CT's through, and blocked, and Ben Johnson. Oh no, Ben, what are you doing? One thing that's worth noting is in every win we've had so far this season in the league, we've kept a clean sheet. Morton again driving forward is Dave Morton. A bit of room for the cross, and he's found it, and it's a good header. As Notts County look like they could get 7 out of 7. And we're playing Notts County next. Dave Morton steps up, and it's in off the post. 2-0 up in the first half. Dave Morton, second of the year. That's just world class. Not world class. It's very good football from him. He is so useful from these free kicks. It gets him a few extra goals each year. Just dinks that one in off the post, and it's 2-0 at Castle Park. Our home form, I think, is going to be a massive factor for us this year. Defty. Look at the space for CT. He can make it 3. Oh, and he doesn't. Big chance there for CT. And Blackhaven, still not winning against Shrewsbury. We just need more of the same in this second period. I can't believe this would actually send a second. It seems that Notts County are going to absolutely walk this division at the moment. To have that kind of gap already of 9 points. No, technically 10 points after 7 games. I don't think I've ever seen a team pull a 10-point gap after 7 games before. Gilby blocked. Morton clears it up to Taylor. He doesn't look... He's got some quality, but he doesn't seem to have that dynamism that we want out of a striker. Defty flicks it down. Johnson again flying onto it. What? Where has this man come from? Ball across. Lovely ball in. Nobody anticipated the pullback, though. Nevitt! This has been about as dominant as you could expect. As you would not even expect, but want. Possession-wise, we've gone back up again. Defty. I think it's because it's a 4-3-3. We knew what to do against them. Vernon bursts through a few tackles, even finds a shot which Bishop is forced to save. We're getting a lot of shots in home matches, and it's really nice. Not even committing many fouls, too. And cut out beautifully by Sam Harding. He's got all the options here. He's got to find one. Finds Jacob Wakeling, who finds Curtis Thomas, and he can't save it. He got the rebound. He's offside anyway. Harding again. What I've seen in glimpses of Harding off the bench is really encouraging for me. I think once he gets more comfortable in that role, there could be something there. Richardson, oh, that's not a good chance for us. We're a bit outnumbered here. Lubala, watch out for that back post. And look at that from Parry. And Thomas, oh, what a lovely touch from Curtis Thomas. He didn't even touch, if that had been a goal. He almost dummied it, and then the defender missed it. I mean, this has just been perfect from us from start to finish. Another home victory, more importantly, but another clean sheet too. We just look fantastic at home at the moment. Our home form, we look like a fortress at Whitport. It's our 4th win of the season. I think 3 of them have been at home. Great result. Just terrific result right there. We're still nowhere near the likes of Notts County, but we actually go into second, and there's some games in hand on some of the teams below us. It's insane. Although what I would say, we beat Colchester, we beat Sunderland, we beat Blackpool 4-0, and they're up here too, so hey, you never know. Right, game's off camera, back for Notts County. That's going to be a little bit tougher. Right, guys, we're back, and we went away to Oxford United, and honestly, they played a 4-4-2, and I was pretty thinking that we'd do quite well. Jacob Wakeling gets through early doors, 1-0 after 14 minutes. It was a happy time to be in the team. Then, things got even better in the 38th minute as the ball is whipped across the back post, headed into the back of the net by Kai Knight, off the Dave Morton one. 2-0 Whitport. We were flying. We went second with this. But then, just before half-time, ball was whipped in, and unfortunately, comes down eventually after an absolute melee in the box. I think it goes off Little John in the end, and it's 2-1. Oxford get a lifeline. It was their first real sort of noticeable play in the game, but then in the second half it was all Oxford. Scully's ball in, comes out here, and it's just an absolutely lovely strike from Zande Silva for 2-2. We threw away a 2-goal lead, frustrating. But then we were able to get it back again. 71st minute in the game, Richardson playing nicely again, of course. Lovely little ball inside. Thomas drops it out wide for Sam Harding, back to Curtis Thomas. Thunderous strike from CT. Lovely stuff, back in front of Oxford, shushing the fans, and I thought, yes, we're going to get it. But then, 89th minute. 89th minute, we threw it away. Should have done better here on Silva. Unfortunately, the ball is then placed into the middle, and it's just a thunderous strike. Bottom corner, 3-3. Sad times. But it was then made even worse, as we nearly scored at one end. They played the ball down the other, and I thought, oh no, this isn't too much of a bad situation. We still had players around, but unfortunately couldn't get in there. Bad defending. 4-3 to Oxford in the 94th minute. Bad. This was then made even worse by Richardson picking up an injury, which means he missed the next match. But luckily, Idris was back against the McDons. Unfortunately, it didn't help us all that much, as we fell behind with this thunder strike after 6 minutes here. A couple of long shots going. I do wonder if the lack of Richardson and the lack of a cohesive DM situation really did cost us here. And unfortunately, it was made even worse here, as off of our own throw-in, the ball was whipped to the back post. There was Smith. 11 minutes gone. We're 2-0 down at home to the newly promoted playoff winners, MK Dons. Thankfully, though, 13 minutes into the match, we got ourselves straight back into things. Dave Morton, just doing Dave Morton things out on the left-hand side against the McDons 4-3-3. Bit of a bumble there, but CT's in again. 3rd goal of the season for him now. Really starting to hit the ground a bit more. But then, it took virtually no time at all, as 20 minutes in, ball was whipped across, too much just melee in the box. Eventually, the ball does come to the edge, and once again, another long-range strike, this time from Davis into the bottom corner. That's 3 of those we've conceded in the last 2 games. But then, naturally, just what a start to this game it was, by the way. 25 minutes in, and we made it 3-2 this time. Nevitt this time. Comes back to Morton. I don't think that's going in until the keeper touches it, but Morton was fantastic. Man of the match, but not enough. So we may have got a bit ahead of ourselves, though. We've actually lost 3 of our last 4 now. Conceded 7 goals in our last 2 matches. Just out of nowhere. Still got the best average ratings in the league, amazingly. Dave Morton's got 3 man of the match awards, which is nice. We slipped to 7th in the league now, but we do still have a game in hand on some of the teams above us. Blackhaven have amazingly not lost in their last 5, but actually only won 1 of them. I mean, literally, it would only take a little goal here and there for them to be comfortably sitting in a promotion spot right now, but they are in the playoffs and have only lost twice all season. So they are starting to look quite good after a relatively shaky start, as are the MK Dons. And one thing you'll notice here is, look, between 3rd place Shrewsbury on 14 points down to 18th place Colchester on 10 points. 4 points separate 3rd and 18th. So, we're playing Notts County today. Neil Lennon's Notts County with Regan Booty in their team. This is a bad time. I'm concerned he's going to ruin us. But one day I will still try and sign him from them. So, changes needed here. Oh, what can we do? So, Perry is not playing there. Not a chance. Richardson isn't available yet, is he? No, he's still out. Which means there's going to have to be a Vernon and Idris pairing. Idris is not great there, but he's good enough that he can do a job there. But the lack of fitness levels probably will cost us here. We'll have to see. Obviously, up top, we're going with CT, of course. As for who to put alongside him, it really is, I mean, Jacob Wakeling struggled for form over the last 5. Paul Taylor's not shown anything so far, and Neil Cross is kind of struggling too, but I think we'll give Neil Cross the benefit of the doubt here, because he has at least he's shown some glimpses for us this season. So the bench is going to be Lee, Ajay, Harding, Taylor, Thornley, Patrick, and Cinnamon. Interestingly, for Notts County, no Regan Booty. I mean, this is always going to be a hiding to nothing here, particularly as they don't play either a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2. The two shapes we're really strong against. I think we might get our asses handed to us here, which would be 3 straight defeats, which last season would have been bad. This year, it's like, okay, we're still in a lot of these games, though. As it does appear that Blackhaven are starting to find their feet a little bit now. Haven't lost in a while. If they could start turning some of those draws into wins, I think they might start, not catching Notts County perhaps, but starting to get that second spot. I mean, maybe we'll pull off an upset here, but County, like, they have finally lost a match, which is what I would say. But they're still an incredibly good side. I think they might have lost 2 in a row, actually. I'm not sure. The point is, even with doing so, they're still 7 points clear of dropping out the automatic promotion spots. They are very likely going to be in the championship next year, which is ridiculous for Notts County. But fair play to them. Idris is ball in. Lots of space for Parry, and it's over the crossbar. That partnership is so useful. Adams. Oh, around the side. That's surely offside. He's pulled it back anyway. Brewster. Stewart's in there, and no! I don't know what happened there. It looked like the goalkeeper got suckered into coming out there as it's County 1, Whitport Athletic 0. I mean, this is always going to be a tough one. It's like when this is crossed in, he sort of touches it down with his head somehow. What? He's literally got 2 hands on the ball and pushed it into his path. Referee! I just want to make sure of this. Ball coming in. He's just put 2 hands in the air. How is that not given as a... That should be a yellow card for deliberate handball for Leighton Stewart. That is absolutely scandalous. That might be one of the most blatant handballs I've ever seen, and they actually gave it to him. Oh, Notts County getting away with murder here. This is the last thing we need right now. It would actually slip us down to 12th place because of how tight this league is. Stewart now getting around it. Presumably he'll have to try to get the ball onto his hands so that he can punch it into the net. Johnson around the side, and Thomas has got the pace. He's broken through. Can he do it? Lovely angle for him, and it's another big save from the goalkeeper. First shot on target for us, though, but CT's at least threatening. I love how the MK Dons... They're in 2nd place, but they have a negative goal difference. That takes some doing. Pochettino. Oh, dearie me. Who was that? Russell Nevitt, what are you doing, son? We've had a good bit of fortune with it. I mean, because in that Oxford game, we actually had a penalty. We saved a penalty in that game too. Iden's done well, but not today, and it's 2-0 to Notts County. It was always going to be a tough one. To be honest, still pissed about Leighton Stewart's goal. I will not be sending him a Christmas card. I've instructed our players to tackle harder on Leighton Stewart. He needs to know what it feels like. Thomas clearing it away. He's got a couple of players around him. Surely he can't keep going. He actually found a good chance for Neil Cross. Just couldn't work it out between them. We're just going to throw everything at County for the final 20 minutes, see if we can nick a goal or something, but it's not looking good. Oh, and a late one back. Give us something to look forward to at the end of this match, and it's cleared away, and I think this is actually going to be a breakaway for Notts County instead, unfortunately, as we slip down to 13th in the league right now, and are actually only 4 points off the relegation zone now. This league life comes at you fast. Then again, we're also only 4 points off the top, so off of 2nd spot, so it's not the end of the world. Harding, I see that sometimes too, which is not good. I do see little glimpses from him that make me think he definitely, once he gets used to that role, could be quite dynamic on that right-hand side. We're doing okay this season. Like, I'm happy with the points that we're getting. We got a bit unlucky in a few matches as well, so there's definitely a lot of positives to be taken from it. Still sitting relatively comfortable. 1 point behind Blackhaven. Can't really argue with that when I expected them to be doing better this year. Still, rather disappointing. But what can we really expect against Notts County, who are now 9 points clear of falling out? They are going to get promoted this year, without a shadow of a doubt. But we still do have the best 3 players on the average rating chart, which is insane. 2 of them are DMs and 1 is a striker. Very, very good sign. Would like to see a bit more Dave Morton on this one, to be fair. So, we've not drawn a game yet this season in any competition. So next episode, we're going to start off with Burton Albion at home. Not sure what we might do after that. Might even do Salford then. And then that way we can come back for Blackhaven in the next game after that. Although there's an FA Cup first round time there too. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, even though we've lost, did get the Doncaster win, I suppose. Few too many goals being conceded lately. Bit of a frustrating one, but nevertheless, if you've enjoyed it, drop a like, that'd be superb. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be sick as well. Stream on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday over on Twitch too. Brand new save going at the moment with Outcast Wildcats 2. It's very, very fun. So yes, I will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, happy bye. Bye-bye.